Hi, Kyle T. Mosley of HBCU Legends on Sports Illustrated's Fan Nation. I have a future legend in the works right now, and he comes from the TSU Tigers in Houston, Texas. It's Mr. Michael Badejo. What's going on, Mike? How you doing, sir?
Man, all good, man. I can't complain. Thanks for having me.
Oh, man, look, it's been a while. We've been trying to get this hooked up for a long time, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, cool, man. I'm glad you're able to have a good career at Texas Southern. I'm glad you were able to participate in the HBCU Legacy Bowl. And I want to talk about that a little bit because the Legacy Bowl, I was there. You had the whole week of preparation with those guys and being able to do a lot of different activities. And I want to kind of walk people through that behind the scenes, if you don't mind.
Yeah, no worries. So we did a lot of stuff. We did a lot of community events, when it came to like bonding and stuff. Definitely how they planned it out. They wanted everybody to bond, get to know each other, and not you just being to yourself. Obviously you got guys coming from, all across the SWAC, the MEAC, CIA, SIAC. You got everybody coming from everywhere, and a lot of people don't know each other. So that was the biggest thing. They host a lot of events for us to give back and go to like Dave and Buster's and stuff, just a bond. That was like the biggest thing.
Okay, well, cool. So when did you get in? Was it on that Sunday or Monday before the game?
You talking about when I got out there?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we got out there that Monday morning. So Monday, it wasn't no physical activities. It was more so just meetings and kind of introducing yourself to everybody, meeting everybody, getting gear, signing in, all that basic stuff. So that was pretty cool.
No, I saw that swag bag you posted, man. That was some pretty nice gear that they set you guys up with.
Yeah, man, they gave us a lot of nice stuff. Kind of expected that, just because this is a new bowl and they want to come out and giving us a lot of stuff and trying to get their name out there. So that was a good start.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. All right, so you got registered, you got signed in the first day. Were you able to meet the coaches then as well, or how did that go?
Yeah, so later on, we signed in and took the pictures and got measures for our helmets, shoulder pads, jerseys, and all that. Later on that night, we were able to meet the coaches, and they separated the team. They got everybody. They got everybody to come together at first, kind of
Okay.
made everybody agree. The coaches introduced themselves, and then they split. The team Robinson and the team Gather. They split the two teams, and kind of had our meetings from there.
Okay. Was that the first time you had a chance to meet some of those coaches as well as Doug Williams, James Shack Harris?
Yeah, that was my first time ever meeting them. I heard about them throughout the season.
Yeah.
I know my coach mentions them a lot, and we'll have like team meetings about them. Other coaches as well. Just whoever did their success and big names for themselves. So it was pretty cool learning information before then, and then getting there to see them in person was a pretty cool experience.
All right, cool. Now you weren't the only TSU guy, right? It was four you guys all together. It was you, Hines, Walton, and Davis, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So did you guys hang out the first night or get a chance to go to the French quarters or something to that nature?
Yeah, so pretty much, we flew out. We all flew out in the same plane together, and pretty much we kind of just stayed with each other the whole time. We
Okay.
wasn't like that group to where we was avoiding everybody. We kind of like branched out to everybody else, and everybody kind of knows each other just from scouting report because you played against each other. So
Yeah.
it wasn't like a new thing where we looked at everybody. We didn't know each other, but we all kind of stayed close to each other.
All right. Well, cool, man. I know hanging out with your boys is always cool, trying to feel your way around what's going on with the bowl game and getting situated with all these stars, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now you were on Team Robinson
Team Robinson, yes sir.
for Coach Eddie Robinson, and there was a Team Gaither for old Coach Jake Gaither from Florida A&M. Team Robinson's coaches were Willie Simmons as well as was it Gabe Gardenia?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you reported to the defensive side, and that was Coach Gardenia, right? And Willie Simmons did the offensive side. Second day, let's go back to that first night. I recall there was a meeting that you guys had with Gail Benson, New Orleans Saints people, as well as the committee chair people at the Mardi Gras place. Tell me
Yeah.
a little bit about that. It seems like it was pretty fun.
Yeah, that was a cool experience to go in there. You know, I'm not from the area, so you know, I like to explore and stuff. So that was cool to see all the stuff. You know, you know, the floats and stuff they got going for the Mardi Gras. And that was
Right.
pretty cool seeing that. And then, you know, as big as the place is, it didn't look as big as it was outside. You know, they got us traveling to the back, and then there's another spot where we can sit down and eat. You know, that was a pretty cool experience just to see all that. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah. So you guys got to see behind the scenes how a float looks and what's going on with the floats that are about to go in those parades during Mardi Gras, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's crazy how they got it to work too. I never thought, you know, they kind of explained a little bit how they work. You know, I didn't really kind of listen to it. I just saw like the bigger picture of it. But it was pretty cool to see how they got it to motion and how they put it into place. So that was cool.
Well, cool, cool. Were you able to get a chance to meet with Mrs. Benson and just say hello to her, or any of
Yeah,
the
everybody.
guys?
Yeah, my bad. Everybody went in there, you know, shook her hand and kind of just took pictures and all that. It wasn't like, you know, a long conversation, but it was still a cool experience to be able to say I met her.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. She's a real nice lady, man. All
Mhm.
right, well, cool. All right, so second day, we're talking about day two. You guys are putting on pads, getting the installation for the plays and things to that nature. Walk us through what was happening there over at Tulane Stadium.
Yeah, so it was a cool experience to everybody coming together in the locker room, and you know, you getting ready to, you know, put your pads on, especially
Yeah,
the first day. You know, you're not you know, in contact the first day, so everybody's just like you're looking at everybody and seeing who you have to go up against, and it's just like, you know, how you gonna be on the field, like how you gonna react when I do this. You know, I know I'm
yeah,
not the only one that has that mindset. I know everybody has that mindset, but it's still cool because you're gonna go in there and you're gonna compete with the best of the best. So going in there in the locker room, you know, everybody's getting ready. You come out there, everybody's doing their band work, trying to, you know, warm up and all that. You know, we start the stretches, break off, and go straight into individuals to working on group installs and seeing what the defense can do, seeing what the offense can do. You know, you go to one-on-ones. One-on-ones probably where you're gonna make your money at, especially with these bowl games. No
yeah.
matter no matter what position you're in, one-on-ones is where you're gonna make your money at. That was pretty cool. You know, talking with D line, online and D line, that was a really good experience to see who I have to go up against and who I'm working with my three tech and my two eye and the other end. You know, that was a cool experience just to, you know, play with the best of the best. You know, all throughout the conference, and you know, it was just a fun time.
Well, good, man. I saw some of those one-on-ones. You guys on defense, y'all were handing it to the offensive guys, man, especially those linemen.
Yeah, man, you got to give it to him, man. Got to.
Well, that's cool, man. Let's see. How was it going against Glass? I know you guys played Glass here in Houston during the season. How was
Mhm.
it going against him in practice?
Yeah, that was pretty cool. You know, just going against him again. You know, it just felt like another game playing against A&M. Obviously, he doesn't have the same offensive lineman, but you know, I was going against Nathaniel Hines a lot on my side, and then one on the other side, and I was going against, I guess, this guy from Alcorn. From Alcorn, I don't know his name, but it was pretty good too. But you
Okay.
know, the chemistry was cool. Glass is a very humble guy. You know, even off the field, he's a very humble guy, and you know, that's people I want to be around.
Yeah, yeah, good guy, man. Good family guy. I got a chance to meet his mom and his brother after the game. But your mom too, man. Your mom is cool.
Man, my mom, she's something else, but I love her though. She's so supportive. You know, she's been with me the whole time through high school, you know, SMU and then TSU. You know, she's been with me through the whole time. I love her so much, man.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we'll talk about mom a little bit later, man. But your mom has some classic postings out there throughout the whole week as well. So, you gotta love it. You gotta love the support from mom, right?
Definitely.
All right, well, cool. All right, so that's day two on the field. Day two that evening, did you guys do anything else like a community event or something to that nature or dinner somewhere? Or was that when you guys had the award ceremony going on day two?
Mhm. The award ceremony, I think the award ceremony was probably later on during the week.
Okay,
Um,
all right.
I know majority of the time after every practice, you know, it's we're either doing a community event or going out to eat, and then we're gonna meet with the scouts later on that night.
Okay, all right. So that's what I want to understand. What happens? Walk people through that process because I'm pretty sure there's going to be a couple of young guys wanting to know themselves next season. if they're getting that same opportunity to be at the HBCU Legacy Bowl? What
Mhm.
happens with the scouts? Who
Yeah.
did you talk to? How did that go?
So I think that's probably the best part about the whole, bowl game experience, that you're able to go talk to scouts, be able to talk to somebody at a place that you dream of playing, no matter what team it is. It's cool to sit down and have a one-on-one conversation, and that conversation go from 5 minutes to 20 minutes, just depending on how the conversation is going. But conversations can go from where they see you, where they see you playing at. Majority of the time, they don't even talk about football. Majority of the time, they talk about what do you do your day-to-day life. What's your hobbies? How's schoolwork going? Like, how focused are you with schoolwork and handling football? Majority of the time, it's not even all about football. If anything, it's just about the position you play. Obviously, they know that, but it's simple stuff like that. But majority of the time, it's just about your hobbies and what you do outside of football.
Okay. So did you have a chance to meet with who? What teams?
Yeah, I met with the Seahawks and Saints and the Rams.
Seahawks, Saints, and Rams. Okay. Saints, great linebacking core there. I know those guys personally, but let's talk about the Seahawks and the Rams. Were they interested in a particular skill set of yours? Did they talk about special teams contributions as well, or what?
Yeah, they see me as a very versatile guy. Playing through the line, third down package guy. Definitely a rush in from everybody. They see me play. They see me do kickoff and punt. The whole time we was doing the Legacy Bowl. So I told them that's what I did at TSU as well. Is where I was comfortable at. But the type of guy I am. I tell them that wherever you see me playing, I'll do that.
Okay. All right. Cool. Cool. Saints. I know they have Demario Davis, and later you guys had a chance to meet with him. I think he came to visit one of the practices. Did
Mhm.
you have a chance to chop it up with him a little bit?
No, I didn't get a chance to do one-on-one talk. Majority of the time is, it's about business. I go out there, shake my hand, introduce myself. He probably doesn't remember me. He probably does, but it was still cool to shake my hand. Shake his hand and introduce myself, and just go about my business and kind of make a name for myself. But it was a cool experience for him to stop what he's doing and just sit down and talk to us about his college experience and how he got there.
Yeah. Yeah. I think what Demario was a third round selection when
Mhm.
before going to the New York Jets. All right. Well, cool, man. So you got a chance to talk to Saints. Was it with Jeff Ireland, the assistant general manager, and a couple of the scouts? Who was there?
Oh, you talking about the scout or who I was talking to?
Yeah.
I don't even remember his name. Majority of the time, I'll be too excited. Whoever come, I shake their hand, and I just get to rapping about myself and answer their questions. I'll just be like, shoot, if this is where I'm gonna be, let's get this going.
All right. I got you, man. But that's cool. All right. So that's pretty much the third day. Now we're talking about the Thursday where you guys were finalizing some of your game plans, right? And
Mhm.
also you guys had I think that's when you guys had the awards dinner. Is that correct?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So walk us through what was happening with the final preparations before taking the field on Saturday and what happened at the awards dinner.
Yeah, so when it comes to like preparation for that, it's kind of like, a simulation to what you do on Thursdays when you're at your school. For TSU, definitely we do like I think that's called No Sweat Thursday. Where you're basically just walking through your steps, your plays, and nothing with running, nothing physical. It's all mental. And that's basically what we did at the Legacy Bowl. It's a lot of mental work. Definitely a point to where you just know what you're doing when you're going against your offensive lineman, his steps, what he's going to do. It's kind of the same plays that what Team Robinson was giving us the offense. Is
Okay.
you're going to expect the same thing what the other team is going to give us. So they didn't make it too crazy, but you're gonna know what you're going to expect.
So pretty much it was base packages that you guys were running.
Yeah, definitely. They didn't give us nothing too crazy, nothing crazy with blitzes. I think what the crazy part was during the game, which is good for the scouts as well. They didn't want us running no games. Like for D line, they didn't want us running no Texas exit, the
Right.
end blocker, stuff like that. They want to just be, basic, just you rushing your gap, you rushing that C gap, you rushing that B gap, just to see what you can do. Which is cool. You're it's like you're out there by yourself. It's your own island. Of course you're with a team, but it's different because you're at a bowl game. You're trying to showcase for yourself. So that was still pretty cool, just to know that you're out there by yourself on your own island to do whatever you want to do. As long as you make that play, you're going to get that money.
All right. All right. We're going to talk about your stats. All right. So cool. Then you guys, I think the last day y'all went to Dave and Buster, had a good time, kind of blow off some steam, relax a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
How was that?
Dave and Buster was cool. I love going to like spots like that, like entertainment places, and then especially like I said, how the bowl, how they had it set up. They wanted everybody to interact and bond with each other. But by the time it came there, that was like, I think Friday or getting close to the end of the week. That's when everybody was pretty much close with each other. So it was a cool bond, and everybody was pretty much cool with each other. So that was fun.
All right. Look, you guys say y'all were cool with each other. I saw some chippiness going on during the game now. I saw you in pregame, your guys were hyped, especially Robinson. I saw you.
Man, it's a different energy in there with them.
Yeah, that was pretty cool, man. All right, well, cool. Now, the morning of the game, what goes on? What happens?
Yeah, so morning of the game, at least for myself, my preparation, I'm tuned out, I'm zoned in, more so just stretching, focus on the success I'm going to make on the field. I do that the day before, but also day of. You get that feeling of it might be a nervous feeling, but it's a feeling of you're just so excited to get on the field and go make plays, and go make a name for yourself. So I think that's the biggest thing about me is the fact that, I'm so excited about doing something I always want to do and go showcase and show the world that, this is who I am and I'm going to go do it.
Okay, good. All right. So let's talk about the pregame. I was out there on the field pregame. I was talking to Coach Simmons a little bit. Then I had a chance to see you, and you were in full form. You were focused. I was like, "Hey, man, how you doing?" You're like, and you pointed and you like, "Okay, I see you, but I'm focused on this, man." But that's cool. And that's how you have to be, right? Because you are a defender. You have to be prepared and ready to go. The game came. Team Robinson didn't have the best offensive strategy early in the game going on. It's not really strategy, I would say execution. And it's tough, especially when you have guys who come from different programs. You only guys had like 3 days to really prepare to get everything rocking and rolling. For you as a defender, though, how did you feel and how would you rate your performance?
Yeah, so with me, I'm never satisfied. I'm gonna go out there and play my best, play 100%, 110%, no matter what position I'm playing. I'm gonna give it my all. But for me, I'm never satisfied. I feel like I can always do better. But for the performance I put out there, I feel like I put out a performance to where, a scout basically said, I want him, 1 or 2. But at the end of the day, all you need is 1. But so I know I gave my 110% out there.
All right. Well, good. Did you have how many pressures, how many hits, how many sacks, or what did you do? What did you feel like you did well on the field? Tell the people.
I think my biggest thing was getting off the ball. Everybody's so excited to see the number of sacks and how many tackles you got. But I think for the game and for what the scouts is really looking for is like the little things is how you got off the ball, how you use your hands for a D lineman. Do you run to the football? Do you play through the whistle? I think that's like the biggest thing like scouts will see. And I feel like I did 110% on that with that. And also when you come with the stats, I got a sack and 2 quarterback hits and about 4 tackles.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about because I remember that, man. I was like, oh, my boy got him. So that was good, man. I was happy for you, dude. All right, cool. So after the game, everybody's out on the field. I tried to find you on the field, but most of you guys headed to the locker room, and I saw that's when you had a chance to say hello to your family and speak to them and everything to that nature. What did Coach Simmons and Gardenia say to you guys after the bowl game?
Yeah, so I think that was a part of an emotional moment just because, it was just 1 week we had them, or they had us, but it was cool, he just broke it down and just saying like he had a great time with us and he learned a lot from all of us just in
Yeah.
1 week, so it came to a point it was just like, dang, like, what if you were my head coach, like you get that thought process. What if you were my coach at least,
Yeah.
like how would our bond be? But, you know, just that's just how life is. People just come and go. It's life is the business. You work, you do what you got to do, to get to the next level, and then you go on from there. Like, but you have that connection with that person because obviously, you could see them again. So it was a cool connection we had, and everybody was basically, family based in there. So it's no more of everybody walking out that locker room saying like we're strangers. Like you're walking out there and saying like we're all family.
Yeah. Yeah. It seemed that way, man. Even with the other squad, it seemed like you guys had a good bonding session. We talked about 90 young men being able to come together, performing this inaugural event, which was a very historic event in a
Yeah.
lot of ways, right? And you guys did a very good job. I'm very proud of what you were able to accomplish as well as the other guys.
Yeah, appreciate you, man. Definitely bonded with the other team. Like I said, we were bonding up the whole week. You always got that little inch in you, like we're gonna beat you, or
Yeah,
no, we beat you. But at the end of the day, when it came down, when we was all in the middle of the circle, like it was number family in there. It's just people was just like a lot of us keep saying like, "Yeah, I'll see you later." At the top, no matter what profession, NFL, CFL, like, we're gonna see each other later, just because it's not the end.
yeah. Okay, cool. So let's talk about that. The next step for a lot of guys, of course, the dream is to be a part of the National Football League. What are you doing at this point, since the bowl game still, to prepare yourself for any pro days or any uh, special scouting events? Because I'm not sure you did not get the NFL scouting combine invite, correct?
I didn't get it.
But there are going to be a couple of regional type of events that some of these guys are able to allow you to play in or
Mhm.
participate in. So, what are you doing now to prepare yourself for a pro day?
Yeah, so definitely shout out that ball game. I just started to do like a recovery week, like active recovery. So I do a lot of contrast with the hot tub and cold tub, a
Okay.
lot of stretching, foam rolling, just a lot of treatment just to take care of myself from that long week. And then moving on next week, I'll kind of ease my way back into like my pro day training, and then kind of just go on from there. I've been in contact through like CFL teams and stuff like that about their workouts and stuff. I think that's like kind of after my pro day. But I'm not just setting my mind straight to NFL, even though that's where I want to go. It's nothing wrong with checking out other routes, like especially the CFL route. Check that out and just get you more film just to get where you want to go. So, but I have faith. So wherever I go, like my mom and them always say, everything happens for a reason.
True. True. You never know, man, what God is preparing you for, right?
Yeah.
So CFL, anybody from the USFL or XFL talk to you guys as well at the game?
I didn't talk to anybody from USFL or XFL, but I not that I know, I didn't see any of them there, but they probably was there. I saw a lot of NFL teams there.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So which pro day will you be participating
Yeah, right now it's TSU Pro Day, April 1st,
in?
and I got in contact with Rice Pro Day, but I haven't confirmed that yet. But working on getting that confirmed.
Where will it be, at school or at PNC?
No, it'll be at the school.
Okay. All right. Cool. Cool. All right. So April 1st, Michael will have his pro day. You guys need to be right there in front and center. Hopefully, I could be there in front and center to be able to see what you guys are going to accomplish. All right. Let's talk about your family. Your mom, doctor, she's doing great. you know, you learned a lot from your mom. But as a, how do I say this? When I watch you play with a lot of passion, a lot of heart. Do you get that from her? Do you get it from someone else, or how do you channel that?
Yeah, so I feel like it's more so with just both of my parents, my mom and my dad. My biggest thing is, well, obviously, let's start with them. Their biggest thing is education. So obviously, I wanted to pursue my degree. I got my degree, and now I'm about to pursue getting my master's this May. So
Congratulations, man.
appreciate you, man. I think that was my biggest thing with them. And they're cheering me on. They're cheering me on education wise. And so it's just like for me to pay you back is I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go hard with football because that's what's helped me get my degree. And at the end of the day, it's satisfying me and you. And I just want to make my people proud. So I
Yeah.
definitely do it for both of them.
Well, awesome. So, what's your bachelor's then, and what's the master's pursuit going to be?
Yeah, bachelor's I got business management, and my master's I'm going for my MBA, business marketing.
All right. All right. Cool. Cool.
Yeah,
Maybe one day you might be a coach or an agent.
you never know, man. You never know.
You never know, man. Look, we need guys who can be able to articulate and get the point across to help younger guys, become like you, right? So it's always part of that. All right. So, all right, you've done a great job. Your career has concluded at Texas Southern. What do you want people to know about Michael Badgio going forward?
Yeah, you're gonna get a guy and know about a guy that's resilient, and he's gonna go get it. At the end of the day, I'm gonna go get what's mine. And I've been through too much, and the story can go on and on from that. But everybody has a story. But at the end of the day, it's just what you're gonna do about it. And that's the thing about me. I have a story, but who cares? Nobody cares. You just got to go get it and just
Yeah.
make it happen. At the end of the day, simple as that.
Simple as that. You're right about that, man. All people care about is what you can when you get to this level, right? That next level, especially professional, how you can be able to contribute and be available to perform on the field, right?
Yeah.
So, why should someone take a chance and draft you in the National Football League's draft coming up?
Yeah, that's a good one. I think the biggest thing is being coachable. I'm very coachable. I think that's a lot of players that say they're coachable, but they're not. But I'm not here to say anything bad about everybody else. When it comes down to it, being coachable could take you, to a far place. And if you can master that, that can take you anywhere. No matter if you get cut by one team or another, they're always going to have good feedbacks about you saying that you're coachable. And that was my biggest thing.
All right, well, good. What would Coach McKinley say about you?
Was from something I seen on an article, or they say he told me that I was the heart of TSU. That meant a lot. Him saying that. Me and him have an amazing relationship. We'll call each other every time. He'll check in on each other, all that. It's just amazing the fact that he took me in. When he came in with his staff, and we just built a bond ever since then. So his biggest thing with as players and as my teammates and coaches and the coaching staff. They made me as a team captain ever since I stepped foot there, and that meant a lot to me. So I had a lot on my plate, but I work better when I have a lot on my plate. So it just shows the fact that he believes in me, he trusts me, and I love him for that.
All right, good, good. Do you have an agent already, or do you have a place that you're training?
Yeah, so I got an agent. I got an agent. His name Daniel McNeil, and right now I'm training at a spot called LJ Performance down here in Houston.
Oh, where's that? On the west side or north side?
In the Richmond area.
Richmond. Okay. All right. Cool. Cool. All right. Well, good, man. Any last thoughts? This is your opportunity. What do you want people to know about Michael Badejo?
Man, like I said before, man, it's not really much to say. Just a kid that's just gonna go get it. At the end of the day, he wants it so bad. He's been doing this his whole life. It's just why stop now? He's just gonna keep going and go get it.
All right. Well, good, man. I'm glad we finally had this time to chat. Hopefully, people are going to see this, talk to you, reach out to you. That's the goal. That's why I wanted to be able to have you on, because I believe in your skill set. I believe in what you can accomplish, and you keep pushing forward. And I always tell guys one thing: always be tenacious and never give up.
Facts. And I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you having me on here and getting that exposure, man. I appreciate you.
You're welcome. That's Texas Southern's University's linebacker, Mr. the bad man himself, Michael Badejo, on the mic with us here at HBCU Legends. All right, Mike, you have a good day, buddy.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
All right, take care.
Yes,
All right.
sir.